Hey, what's up? This is Don Tony. It's your guy. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. I want to talk a little bit about police brutality. A lot of times when you get stopped by the police, I'm gonna make this real quick. A lot of times when you get stopped by the police, you automatically have some apprehension, and that's understandable because police, they kill people, especially black people, people of color. But most cops are not really, you don't have to be so aggressive. Most cops are not even, they're not even bad. They're nice. But there is a percentage that is. This is how you handle that. First and foremost, just like any employee. Like I just went into a store and the cashier was acting crazy. I mean, had a terrible attitude, atrocious, right? So in any job, there's gonna be somebody there that has a bad attitude, having a bad day. Maybe a female on her period, or she having cramps, or somebody lost their dog or something. Whatever the case may be, on every job there's a person like that. So imagine, for example, you've asked to speak to someone's supervisor. Imagine that person having the authority to kill you, having the authority to take you to jail, having the authority to be oppressive towards you. Anybody would do it, because a lot of times we think that these cops are maniacs and they're crazy, and they're really, a lot of them are. But if you put that type of authority in the hands of anyone with an attitude or having a bad day, misuse and abuse can occur. What you do is, there's something in the Constitution, which is the Fifth Amendment. You have a right to remain silent. If a person asks you, or a cop asks you to see your ID, if you get pulled over, I'm driving right now, just give him your ID. He start asking questions, or she start asking questions and being overly aggressive, say, hey, I'm just going to exercise my right to remain silent, and the Fifth Amendment says I can. And at this time, I would like to request to speak to your watch commander, or a lieutenant. Never, I repeat, never ask for a supervisor. I want to speak to your supervisor, a cop. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Where do you think the aggressive cops is getting that from? They're getting it from their supervisor. Don't request to speak to a supervisor, because they're gonna come out and be worse than the actual cop. Always ask for a watch commander. Remember this, a watch commander or a lieutenant. And let's just say the cops say, hey, you know what? A watch commander, they're gonna always say why, like they don't fucking know. But let's just say they say a watch commander or lieutenant is unavailable. We can't, but a supervisor can come out here. Don't do it. It's a fucking setup. What you do is remain silent, give them whatever they need, within reason, because they have to have a reasonable suspicion of you committing the crime. If you're driving, you ask them what the stop is for and stuff like that. But try to be quiet and comply. Go to the office and you go and ask to speak to a lieutenant, anyone that's available, a watch commander, anyone is available. Not a sergeant or a supervisor. No. And if you can, speak to the chief of police. It's much harder to speak to the chief of police. Now, if it's egregious, go to the mayor's office. Talk to the mayor. Talk to the city manager, because there's a city manager. There's levels to these things. But don't get aggressive with a cop, even if he's wrong, because he can kill you. I mean, imagine anybody with a gun. They say if anybody with a gun pull up and say, give me your purse. I mean, he has a gun, he could kill you. Or she has a gun, she could kill you. Just comply. You know what I'm saying? Just comply at that particular moment, and then go down to the station and make your formal complaint. Contact the lawyer. Talk to the city manager. Talk to another one. Talk to the city attorney. I've done all of these things, and I've been extremely successful doing these things because I'm a political active. I'm always in the hood. I'm always in the streets, and I'm always talking. I've been in the streets. I've been in over 40 states, 100 cities, thousands of hoods. Trust me, I do this. So I just want to leave you with that, and be blessed. All right.